Hi and welcome to the top 5 things which I think kinda suck in Blast Online. Note that we're playing on the rebuild server, the whole thing isn't really complete yet, and either way, these top 5 things aren't really the worst things that could happen in video games. I've just picked my 5 points out which I think are kinda obnoxious or basically which really stood out in my playthrough or experience with Blast Online. So yeah, don't take it too serious, just I've just made this to kinda get a feeling for it and to maybe show other people that we surely have some flaws with this game. So point number one, and in my opinion, point number one was the thing which really stood out and which really kinda followed me all around the game. And at the time I was even taking it as a joke because it was so obnoxious, and at the time I couldn't even see it anymore. And the point is the copy paste of enemies. Have you seen these third eyes, I think they're called, or the nightmare eyes, these flying eyes? Have you seen how much of them are in the game? I think 15 variations of these. I know you have to keep a certain storyline and have to make enemies around the place like these nightmare and the vulcans, whatever. So basically it's there's so much of them, and I would kind of think it otherwise because if they had some different variations, I mean different colors or like that, but every eye is red purple in this color scheme. It's at the time I was so where the next are coming, and they didn't stop. They just really came and came and came. I'm lucky that I just seen one type of these dungeons. I just in the second Lich dungeon there was these eyes, but holy shit, and they haven't even anything special. Just these eyes in the dungeon, they have these Cassiopeia fucking side damage boosting whatever what you can dodge, you have something cool with them, but the rest is, they have never been strong. They have never been something wow, this eye, let's just prepare for that. They have just trash mob, but all around the place. Just I think a placeholder. It's so obnoxious, and some animals you put a boar at level 10 and then put the same boar with just a wild first name level 20. At least make some other picks, whatever, just don't take the same sprite, take another name and make it to another mob. It's just, at the time, it's so obnoxious to see it and wait before the next one comes. It's not even fun sometimes. So I think that the most annoying thing that kinda a little bit stood out for me. I don't really think it's that big of a deal because mostly these are trash mobs, so not really anything worthwhile doing. But it's just something I really want to talk about. Really want to point out that this really didn't need to happen that much. Number two, this thing is something I've actually seen on Reddit and in some forums and on Discord, but just to put it in here, it's the set drop in dungeons. It's for public knowledge that you have these sets, and every class has its own set, so you have to kind of just get really the armors for your class, and we have 6 classes or 7 classes. I'm sorry, we have 7 classes, and every class has its own set. And in dungeons, it's you get every set, but not your own set. And that's something which I think has to be in a game, because from my personal experience, I really don't like it if you like go to one dungeon and you just get to wreck things. I like the grinding experience, but I think it's to a certain point, it's just, I don't know, it's just not rewarding. So I think at least you could at least put up the rates a bit higher for your own class. I mean, I've played some characters, and with most of them, to a certain point, I thought just put these back and put it for another class, because the fuck, I did not drop anything for my class. It was like I've made the dungeon 15 times and I've just dropped one piece of armor from my class, and everybody knows you get like 8-9 pieces of armor per dungeon. That's like, in my opinion, it's like not really right to go this far away from your own class. So as I think that everybody kind of blames this, and I think that the developers know this, I think that this will get kind of fixed, but just put it in here. That was point 2. So, point 3. Point 3 is the crafting. And this one is like really something which, in my opinion, is the biggest point for me in this top 5, because I'm like someone, I really like crafting. I really like the system of crafting. I really love the crafting in Black Desert. I love the crafting in Guild Wars. I love these the way some people like, yeah, we need an armor smith, we need an enchanter. I like this thing, but the crafting in Blades Online is so compact and so small and so, I don't know, it's just, I don't really think someone could go in the game and says, yo, I wanna like make some armor smithing, but you have like nothing really to achieve with smithing or like with enchanting. I think enchanting is kind of the biggest thing because of these runes, but I actually don't think it's something worthwhile doing. I know you can get more recipes with these experiences, but it's like you start crafting, you get this window, you already get this 10-15 blocks of whatever you can do. You already see what you can do. If you like achieve another level at crafting, you don't really get anything for a reward. You have something you can do. It's just so unrewarding, and so, I don't know, I don't really think if this stays the way it stays, I don't really think I would do any crafting. I don't know, I think highestly I would do cooking, because I don't know, food and tame bullshit and food for pets, but it's like the only thing you can do. It's like the only worthwhile thing you should do. It's not rewarding at any point. I think that's really something I hope they do before the game gets released, and I like really strongly hope that they will like push it to the edge of crafting. I don't really want to think that they should take it down on Black Desert, because Black Desert is like a whole other thing. It's like the whole world gets on jobs. You don't really have to do grinding. You have to do what you want. You can just craft to level 50. Blades Online isn't that kind of thing. It's like Blades Online is a high focus PvP and PvM game, open world thing, and they haven't got that much focus on crafting. But I think crafting is just too small of a point right now, and for some people who don't want to do PvP and like want to experience the game, have like something to accomplish in the game except from PvE, that's something people want, and I think most people in the past have done it good enough that at least a bit of I don't know, improve could be done. Point number 4 is the identity of certain mobs. Just compared. Level 30, Rabbit, 130 XP. Hunting Quest, I don't know, 2.5k XP. Level 30, Blue Wyvern, Brown Wyvern, whatever you want. 130 XP, 2.5k XP on the Hunting Quest. What the actual fuck? Like, you don't even have to play 1 hour of the game to go to an area in which you have hell dogs, really actual hell dogs, and you can kill them easily, and like 5 meters apart of it you have raccoons who kill your ass off. It's what the actual fuck did you think by putting these two mobs beneath each other? I know. You can say, yeah, you have to make a progress, and if you want to make it cool, you have to put some cool looking strong mobs there and some animals there, but you have to at least think about it, that a newcomer plays the game, kills a hell dog, a really purple pinkish hell dog, flying eyes, goes 5 meters apart from it and fucking can't kill a raccoon at all. Like, he can't even make him lose 50% of its XP. And what the fuck? The same level of some animals and mobs have like the same amount of XP, and holy shit, just balancing. At least make them make less XP, or what the fuck? Make dragons, actual dragons and zombies give you more XP than a fucking rabbit who is like 10 meters apart from it. Like, I don't think most people know the area where you have like this whole nest of dragons and dragon eggs. In the entrance point of this fucking area, you have rabbits. These rabbits actually give the same amount of XP and do the same damage as these wyverns. What the fuck? That's actual design issues. That's like something really a design issue. Make a whole forest. Put these fucking animals in the forest. Call the forest, I don't know, enchanted forest, and make them look like some enchanted whatever king animals. But don't put a fucking rabbit in a river beneath fucking dragons, actual dragons, and make them be the same amount of like whatever. I think that's just design issue. It's just a issue of like whatever. You can't do that. Don't put enemies. You just fucking in the whole map. There's like no point in which you can't see an animal or like a mob, a monster. There's no point. You have in every road, in every I don't know, every area there are monsters. Don't do that, but at least make it satisfying to kill a fucking hellhound, make you feel strong. But don't let you die against a raccoon who is like that. I think that's just retarded. I think that's just straight up an issue with the design team. I know, rebuild stuff, but it just think about it. Just think about it, and I think somebody laughed at this because it actually is retarded. Point number 5, elites. I don't want to talk about this big lot of time, just a minute or so, because it's just, well, something I want to point out. It's not really something big, but yeah, it's that you have areas just for example, the early level areas have that. They have like this zombie elite, they have this big mushroom elite, they have this Hyron assassin elite. They have that in their areas, but in the late game they really just forget about it or whatever. It's just exhausting to grind a spot and level a spot but you don't have any big encounter. You just have the same enemies, you kill them with the same amount of skills, and it's just at a time exhausting. So I would wish that you have at least in every area one strong mob. Just make him a bit stronger, make him drop a bit more, maybe a green item or something like that. But well, yeah, I don't really think it's highly notable because, well, it's the identity of the game and a design choice, the design he has to do. But well, I just want to point it out because I'm not used to it, to have no elites at all in the game. But yeah. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you liked it, if you want to see more. I had fun making this video to kind of blame the game I'm like doing content on. Just want to say thanks to the people watching my videos and people like the ones that comment and write on Reddit, make me motivated with all this stuff, and thanks for it and see you next time.